Come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff. I mean, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, I mean, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line. Good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now.
Presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Certain rivalries inside of North Dakota high school football
are just a bit more intense and have just a bit more special meaning than others. One that you may not expect is a cross-state rivalry between the EDC's West Fargo Packers and the Minot High Magicians from the WDA. Why is it so intense? Well, you look at 3 Dakota Bowls against each other. West Fargo owns all 3 of those. That helps brew that rivalry just a bit. Tonight they match up in the final game of the regular season for 2023. Different tale of the tape here tonight. The Magi are 7-1, the number 2 team in all of North Dakota. West Fargo at 2-6, coming in to the showdown here tonight. Welcome into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. 5 locations in western North Dakota. Bismarck and in Minot. Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame here tonight. 15 minutes. You can drive on through that instant oil change. They also deliver the pregame show this evening. Alongside of a all-time great at Minot High, the Gatorade Player of the Year, the quarterback back in 1999, and earlier it's Phil Shirek. He joins me on the call tonight. I'm Nick Hulberg. Thanks for joining us here tonight for North Dakota 3A high school football. Phil, when I talk about that intro tonight and West Fargo, Minot High, the rivalry, you played in one of those state title games back in 1999. This is one that when you see it on the schedule, you kind of circle it every year just for that fact that there is some tradition here. There is a bit of a rivalry due to some of those big games in the recent past and not so recent past.
Yeah, they're definitely, you look back as back in the good old days in my time, and they were always a team that just played hard. Like, they're always a bunch of guys that are going to come out, get after it, and that has led to a lot of success for them. And, luckily for them, or, kind of drawing a tough draw for Minot each time we've been in the Dakota Bowl lately. We've run up against a buzzsaw in West Fargo, and it's just kind of went their way. But it's a fun group. It's a fun team to play against because they're always just tough kids. Nobody was cheap. Nobody was doing that. They were just going to play to the whistle, and if you hit them in their mouth, they were going to hit you right back in the mouth. And they were you always had to get yourself up for that. Well, it's an interesting dynamic this year with the QRF and the way that everything shapes up inside of North Dakota high school football. Why is that? Well, in the past, it's usually the top teams out of the East, the top teams out of the West, where they stand in their conferences and in their regular season schedule would determine the playoff seeding. That's not the case this year. As we take a look at the QRF, the quality ratings formula, how this has come about, well, you go back in the time machine to just a few years back where Fargo Davies was one of the top teams in the state of North Dakota. They pretty much mopped the entire west side of the state. They didn't make the playoffs representing the EDC, so the QRF went into effect. The QRF takes the data from these games that are played, and it places these teams in order across North Dakota. You see Minot right now at number 2. Shanley's at number 1. Cheyenne at 3. Bismarck at number 4. Those teams in the top 4 that are listed in green with those numbers on the left side of them, those are the teams that will have home field playoff advantage for the opening round. The teams in red are the teams that are not in currently due to their QRF number. The teams in white are the teams that are still battling for a playoff position. You look at Minot with 109 points. They got some work to do if they're going to try to catch Shanley at 130. You look at West Fargo, where do they come in at? Well, 40.4 for them, trying to stay in front of St. Mary's at 38.2. This QRF changes the whole game, doesn't it, when you get to these games in the season where for standings it doesn't matter anymore, but the QRF really is the tail of the tape as far as your playoff seeding in the big picture. So tonight is that much more interesting because of these numbers and these data points and the quality ratings formula. Yeah, it takes everything into account. It kind of takes a little bit of that human factor away, which I kind of like. But like you said, like it could be, whether you eke one out or you show that you're dominating, like that kind of makes a difference with this QRF. And it does make, I'm sure the guys are aware of it, and I'm sure the coaches are aware of it, and just going out there and, preaching to the guys, like, you have to execute. Like, this is to stay at number 2, this is for home field, the whole playoffs. Like, not just the first round. Like, this is going to keep us at home until we go to the Dakota Bowl, if you're able to get that far. But, it's just really really makes coaches preach, like, we got to execute. We can't take plays off. We can't take quarters off. Like, we just got to go out there and perform because it matters.
When it's all said and done, it certainly will matter because those teams that are trying to get into the playoffs, number one, number two, having that home field advantage always plays such a crucial factor as well. Looking at the standings inside of the WDA, well, they're still fun to look at, even though they're irrelevant at this point with the QRF. You've got Minot at number one. Congratulations to Chauncey Hendershot and the Magi. They take the number one spot in the West region back-to-back years as the WDA champion. They went 7-1 overall on the season, but 6-0 inside of West region play. Bismarck at number two, Mandan at number three, Century at four, St. Mary's at 5, Williston at 6, Legacy at 7. Here's the importance of this graphic on your screen tonight. The other games in the state of North Dakota, well, it's a doubleheader tonight on the PSP Network. Century is at Bismarck. At the Community Bowl, Todd Domrey's Chuck Claremont have the call of that one. Always a fun rivalry with those two teams when they come together, and it's for some big-time bragging rights in the capital city, but more importantly, those QRF numbers and those points inside of the standings. The other games taking place, Cheyenne's at Mandan. That's a couple teams inside of North Dakota that are moving and grooving inside of receiving some votes in our state. Cheyenne currently sitting in the top 4. Mandan receiving votes in the last week's poll. Davies is at Legacy tonight, and Shanley is at St. Mary's. There's the games inside of the West region and the EDC taking place tonight as we get geared up on a Thursday night for North Dakota high school football 3A contest here tonight. The Magi take on the West Fargo Packers. Big time rivalry, old school rivalry, a lot of memories between these two teams throughout the years. Tonight is meeting number 32 all time, Phil, between these two schools. Meeting number 22 all time, I'm sorry, not to get ahead of myself here. West Fargo holds the advantage at 12 wins and 9 defeats against the Magi. Can the Magi make it 2 in a row tonight? We're going to dive further into this, look into the matchup, to tell you how they would have to do it here tonight. West Fargo certainly no slouch by any means. When we come back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we will dive further into those numbers, and we'll get you set for tonight's opening kickoff. It's 3A football on the PSP Network. Tonight it's the Magi and the Pack going toe-to-toe here at Duane Carlson Stadium in the Magic City.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Big one tonight, East versus West of the showdown is the West Fargo Packers, coached by Jay Gibson, take on Chauncey Hendershot's Minot High Magicians. Welcome back in to the final regular season matchup of the year 2023 for North Dakota high school football. It is our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Timely service that won't slow you down, Phil. No appointment needed. Stay in your car. It's a drive-through oil change. We know you're busy. Just visit the service center with trained technicians. They make it quick. They do a fantastic job at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They bring you the pregame show here tonight. Well, we look at this matchup between Minot High and West Fargo. Let's look at the tail of the tape and the numbers of this one here tonight, Phil. When you look at it on paper, Minot High's got the clear-cut advantage. They did last week as well against Williston. This will be a different story here tonight, however, as West Fargo comes in at 2-6, Minot at 7-1. Inside Minot's conference, the WDA, they're 6-0. In the EDC, the Packers went 0-3. Minot's ranked 2 in the state according to the media. Packers not ranked to the state. Minot wins the West region. West Fargo takes 4th in the East in the EDC. Here's some numbers for you that I find kind of interesting. Minot High has scored 226 points on the year. West Fargo's not far behind, 202 points for them on the season. Here's the big difference, and the one that stands out for me. The Packers have given up 273 points on the year. The Magi have only surrendered 35 on the season. An unreal number for Minot High School. Lucas Beater, 13 touchdowns. He's got the most for the Magi. The opposing quarterback, Medina's got 17. And on the QRF, West Fargo's number 8. Minot is number 2. There's a look at the numbers here tonight. Any of those stand off the paper to you besides the 35 points against for the Magi coming into tonight?
No, that one is such a big one that just, jumps right out at you. Beater, you got to give him props, give him credit. And one thing you don't necessarily see on that is just the rushing attack that the Magi have been having, like kind of a 3-pronged attack with Rosiska getting a majority of the carries and Broderick's been stepping up, and you can, whoever you want to throw in is that third guy, whether it's Burke or Small or whoever else. Like those guys have been getting the job done well for the Magi lately too.
You didn't even know it was coming, but a primetime segue, my friend, into our player matchup that we focus in on here tonight. You talk about Griffin Broderick. What a special player for the Magi. He has been an absolute gun for the Magi in the backfield. We always talk about Tyson Rosiska being the highlight reel guy, but how much of a factor is Griffin Broderick with that different running style and his ability to pick up just about 10 yards per carry on the season? He's added 6 touchdowns. He really is kind of that silent punch in the back, if you will.
Yeah, he brings it just a little bit different of a running style than Tyson. Tyson is so fast and quick. Like he'll run over you. He doesn't shy away from contact by any means. But Griffin is, adds that extra 30, 40, 35 pounds over Tyson and is just going to steamroll you. He's not going to show you any moves.
Only a junior for the Magi, Griffin Broderick. Well, there's a player on the other side that we highlight here tonight as well, and that's a young man by the name of Leighton Hofflin. Number 22 for West Fargo, 8 TDs on the year for him, 119 carries for 583 yards coming in to this showdown tonight. He's really going to have to be good against the Minot High defense that has only surrendered 35 points on the year. For a running back and a special teams coach, even offensive coach, defensive coach, doesn't matter. Put your coaching hat on for a second. BJ Gibson in that locker room. What do you tell a young man like Leighton Hofflin here tonight before this showdown going against the West Region's top defense?
Stick with the plan. I think, follow your blocks. I'm sure they've adjusted their game plan somewhat facing a team like Minot, whether they saw something on film or they saw something that they can take advantage of, and just stick to the plan that they've been working on this week and be patient. Wait for the whole, don't force things, try to create too much and then have any turnovers.
Those are the two kids that we highlight here tonight. It's just about time to salute our great country, the United States of America, with our nation's national anthem. But first, a look at the most recent media poll inside of North Dakota. I'll give you one guess on who gave Minot High their #1 vote this week.
Who would that be?
I think Some people gave me a raised eyebrow, but I like the Magi's chances as we get closer to playoff time. Shanley's obviously the real deal. All the respect in the world for that program. They're 8-0 for a reason, 119 points in the media. They were won last week. They've been there all year long, ever since they won the state title 1 year ago against Bismarck Century. Minot High continuing to impress. They climbed from 3 up to 2. Bismarck's at number 3 in the state. Cheyenne's at 4. Davies is at number 5. Mandan was the other team receiving votes this week. Ackerman Esfold brings you a look at the media poll here for this week. The Magi just about set to come out of that giant blow-up tunnel here tonight. This is always a fun part of any matchup at Duane Carlson Stadium. Got the Metallica bumping in the background. Nothing like this rivalry here for Minot High School in West Fargo. And I only say that, and I go back to it because it had such an impact on me as a high school age kid. I was at the Alaris Center back in 2002 and 2003 when West Fargo won the state championship over the Minot High Magicians. You were there in 1999. You were the quarterback for the team. This matchup, there's a lot of respect that Minot High, the Maroon and Gold, have for Jay Gibson's crew in West Fargo, isn't there?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like as I mentioned earlier, like you're always going to get a really tough game with them. We played them when I was a sophomore as well in the quarterfinals, and they took it to us pretty well as well. But I just remember being done with that game, and like, it didn't go our way, but man, like that was a football game. And there was just one, it's one of those deals where, yeah, I had a bunch of mess ups, but you look your teammates in the eye and man, we just went to battle right there. And that's just kind of the team that they've always been able to reproduce. Coach Gibson's always been able to get his guys to play hard, be disciplined, and just fight to win.
Talking about Jay Gibson before our national anthem here tonight, how about this stat line? 206 career wins, 118 losses all time. Year number 33 for Jay Gibson. Talk about a legend inside of North Dakota. Let's turn it over now to Eric Schaefer, the in-game announcer and the voice of the Magi. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Students sang it tonight from the stands. I missed the announcement from Mr. Eric Schaefer here. Nevertheless, a job well done saluting our great country with the Star-Spangled Banner.
I liked it.
Well, it's time to meet West Fargo and Minot High. We'll take one more break on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, and we come back. We'll do just that. Get set for a good one tonight. The Packers and the Magi. Rumble right here on the PSP Network.
Your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet.
Well, a big thank you once again to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Five locations throughout western North Dakota. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change bringing you our pregame show here tonight. Just about time to meet the Magi here this evening in their starting lineups. Nick Hulberg, Phil Shirek on the call here tonight. Phil, we always look forward to these matchups, and the final one of the year, it's senior night here for Minot High School. How much extra goes into that, knowing that it's the final game for some of these seniors in the regular season? Minot High is going to get some home field playoff, it seems, home field playoff action, it seems. But looking at the senior night, what does that do for these players? It's just a little extra element to the ball game tonight.
It is, and I think it's one of those things that kind of makes you think, like, just appreciate everything that, like, everybody that's helped you and all the stuff you've been through with your teammates. You appreciate all the work that they've put in to set you up in a position where they still have home field to look forward to in the playoffs. And you know, at the kind of the end of the announcements and all that, it's still game time, but you do kind of take that extra second to really think, like, about your journey and all that, and just, you know, be very thankful of what you got to do as a high school athlete.
Should be a fun one here tonight. Appreciate your help on the PSP network. You didn't need the sunglasses here once that sun finally went down over on the west side of Minot. Dressel Valley certainly bright here tonight from that sun and the exposure over there, but a beautiful sunset and just a beautiful night for football. We really couldn't ask for much more in the Magic City tonight, could we, as far as what Mother Nature's provided again here tonight?
No, these guys are spoiled. I don't know if the flag, it's barely moving a little bit, but what a beautiful night for the middle of October for these guys to have their senior night and you know, a meaningful game for them to get on, you know, get back on track and just keep things rolling for the playoffs.
Time to meet our starting lineups tonight. Starting lineups are delivered by the UPS Store. UPS Store located on South Broadway in the Magic City for all your packing and shipping needs. The Packers offense starts like this. Jack Stewart with Craig Zimmer, Logan Moore, and Carter Parsons are up front with Lucas Grove. That's their offensive line. Brady Medina, the quarterback, the senior, he's been good on the year. We'll give you his stat line in a moment. In the backfield, you've got Leighton Hofland and Jesse Ramirez. The wideout, Sam Olson with Keaton McGregor and Tony Lill. That's how West Fargo starts tonight. Minot High's defense will start like this. The Magi will have DJ Jones, the all-region player, on the front line with Landon Bedell, Dylan Huber, and Justin Wood up front. Three linebacking core: Michael George, Brady Larson, Griffin Broderick, and then the safeties and corners: Anthony Brown with Talon Junt, Tyson Ruziska, and Logan Conklin. Well, it's time to get this one underway here tonight. Let's put a cap on our pregame show. The pregame, once again, tonight brought to you by our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 5 locations throughout western North Dakota, Minot and in Bismarck. Minot High is in maroon tonight. West Fargo is in white. Let's get set for what should be a good one. Thanks for joining us on the PSP Network as Minot High will boot that one through the back of the end zone. And it's a 1st and 10 here for the West Fargo Packers as they come out on offense for the first time here this evening. We talked about Brady Medina, the 6'2", 185-pound senior quarterback. He's rushed the ball 8 times. He's gone backwards for negative 15 yards on the year. Hasn't gotten into the end zone on that number. Don't let that fool you. This kid's still the real deal. 17 touchdowns through the air. 109 passes of 232 have been completed. 13 interceptions. He's not afraid to sling it just a bit. He's a kid that has been sacked 7 times on the year as well, but he's going to come out firing. That pass intended over to the far side for Keaton McGregor. And Minot secondary was there with Conklin and Brown, and the coverage was good for the Magi. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 here for West Fargo.
Yeah, very good job by the Magi there. That was, you know, last weekend we were so used to the Magi getting in the backfield right away. The Medina had a little bit of time there, but Anthony Brown did a great job of shutting that pass down.
I'm excited to see the matchup with Keaton McGregor. 11 touchdowns for him, coming in that flanker position, going against Tyson Ruziska and Conklin out of the secondary. There's a quick hitter pass that's going to be completed off to Tony Leal. He's going to pick up yardage on the play, just about 4 of them. And it brings up a 3rd down and 6 now here for Jay Gibson's West Fargo Packers.
A little bit different look than I'm used to from the Packers, airing it out right away, 2 plays in a row. Kind of used to them being just a downhill power football team, but Coach Gibson's done a good job of adjusting to the players that he has.
Well, I was telling Andy Latch, the offensive coach for Minot High earlier on tonight, that I still have nightmares from back in the day. That one's going to be fired up and incomplete out across the middle, trying to get to the edge. Anthony Brown had the coverage on the pass that was intended there for Tony Leal. And it's going to be a 4th down situation now here for the Packers. I was telling Andy Latch that earlier on here today, that I'll never forget going to the Alaris Center and watching Minot High with high expectations back at 2002 to win the state championship. They ran into a young man by the name of Tyler Roll. I don't know if that name rings a bell to you at all, but he rolled the Magi, that's without question. They won that ball game back in 2002 by a score of 51-14. They won again in 2003, 45-21. Uh-oh, there's trouble here.
Oh, no.
That punt is going to be bobbled just a bit. It's going to turn into a run for a 1st down, and the Packers are away with it. How about that play as the punter ended up finding some hot pursuit, and he still ends up making some hay out of it, a 1st down for West Fargo.
Yeah, that one's just tough. Sometimes those broken plays are the hardest ones to adjust to as a defense, and it's hard to kind of let everybody know what's going on. Everybody kind of has their job on a punt return, and that's just kind of a tough role for the Magi there.
Well, we talk about Minot High's defense and how outstanding they've been on the year. See Donner come away with the 1st down there for the West Fargo Packers as they set up with a fresh set of downs and a 1st and 10, working from the right hash just over the Minot, just over their own 30-yard line, I should say, as Medina calls the shots from the shotgun with one in the backfield. He's going to hand off here, 1st run of the ball game for the young man that we highlighted here tonight. That was Hoffland, and Hoffland's going to be tattooed over on the far side after he picks up a yard on the play.
Yeah, I got to apologize. I didn't see a number there. There was a bit of traffic, but what a good job of coming up pursuit and just see what they were saying there. But they what a good job of coming up and filling and just meeting the ball carrier.
Packers will set up with dual receivers on the left, one on the right, one on the backfield. Back to pass, firing across the middle. It's going to be complete, but Ruziska's there on the coverage as he's going to haul up Tony Leal. Or sorry, that was Jesse Ramirez, rather. And Ramirez has the reception, but it's Ruziska that made the play in a quick hurry to bring up a 3rd down here for West Fargo.
That was a little bit better job there by the Magi, dropping back into their coverage, just out of the reach there of Brady Larson. But good job of seeing that, good adjustment from that 1st completion that West Fargo had. See Medina calling the shots here. He's going to roll out or sit in the pocket, then fire out. Anthony Brown had the coverage there as that ball was sent to the edge. It's going to be incomplete. That was intended for Leal, and it will bring up another 4th down here for West Fargo. They're going to be forced to punt again. Yeah, another good job by the Minot High secondary there. Anthony Brown, I thought, was just out of his reach, but I thought he was going to – I wonder if he wasn't looking towards the end zone there a little bit early. Donner's going to come on to punt. There you see Kellen Burke waiting here. Hasn't taken one to the house yet on the season for the Magi. Like to get the motor turning early on here tonight as the Minot High offense looks to come out for the first time in the ball game. Burke's going to field it here at the 34. He's going to be wrangled up. Nice defensive play there, is coming in hot and making the stop here for West Fargo was number 43. That was Nathaniel Murphy, and Murphy was in hot pursuit and didn't allow Burke to go very far after he caught the ball back in his own territory. No, good job by West Fargo getting their coverage team down the field and making a pretty good play. Kellen made one nice move, but wasn't able to make any more. Well, we see Lucas Beater under center, the Minot High quarterback. Takes the snap, hands off here, goes to Ruziska. He's going to dance for a gain of about a yard on the play. Give him more credit than that. 2 or 3 on the play, actually, for Ruziska as he
moves the ball forward before he's hauled up by the big defense here for the Packers.
You know, I know we talked about Broderick, being hard to take down, but Tyson was met right at the line of scrimmage, and they weren't able to get him down until a pickup of 3.
Flag on the play after the snap was released here. We'll wait for the official call coming from the gentleman in the white hat tonight. Mike Anderson's got the duties. It's going to be on the Magi. And a second down coming here now for the Maroon and Gold as they lose yards on that play. Good crowd on hand here tonight for senior night.
5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
It is. I mean, if you're not up to much right now, like, it's really nice out.
Hopefully you're barbecuing with PSP Network on in the garage here tonight. As Ruziska's going to barrel his way forward, hungry for that first down. He's still going to be 4 yards short, but another big dance there for Tyson Ruziska. Impressive year for the young man Ruziska, number 3 in the statistical categories in the WDA for the rushers. He's been jockeying for position all year long. He picks up a first down here as he barrels his way right down Broadway. And Ruziska's got the Magi, their first down and first down of the ballgame. Hurry up offense is out for the Magi now with one in the backfield. You've got Conklin on the near side, Kraft on the far. Here's Broderick. Powers his way through. Look at the big boy right down Broadway again. And Broderick just lowers that shoulder and connects. He picks up 2 on the play.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Here we go. We can see the replay, but see in just a second here how he just brings the pain to the guy, that poor kid that was trying to tackle him. Oof.
Oof is right. On the near sideline, pass is going to be tossed out. It's caught and completed. And Minot High is going to move the chains again as that pass goes into the hands of Bledsoe. And Bledsoe moves it up the near sideline, and the Magi work now with another first down and 10.
I like the Magi's hurry-up offense here. West Fargo is trying to make a bunch of adjustments at the line and have guys switch around and switch sides, and they're not letting them do that.
Kraft the motion man. They fake it to him. Up the middle it goes. Broderick's going to barrel his way forward. Griffin Broderick again. All the way up over the West Fargo 30-yard line. And Broderick moving and grooving here for the Magi.
That's 7 of the Magi. First down.
Handoff again. Broderick. He's going to go to the left side. Broderick trying to find the edge. He's going to be caught up there as the stop came in from Lance Williams, the corner for West Fargo. He made the play, brings up a second down, and 5 to go here for Minot High. They're on the move with 3:47 ticking down here in the first quarter of football tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium.
Good job over there by Kraft with that block. Like, sometimes you'll see younger high school athletes like just want to do a little too much and get a holding or a holding penalty there, but he held his block, and even though Griffin wasn't able to really extend that run, he still made a good decision.
Here's Ruziska up over the 20-yard line, down to the 10, still fighting for some steam. Puts the hammer down, gets inside the Serve Pro red zone, and it's another first down and goal for the Magi as Tyson Ruziska dances his way out. Once he hit the edge, he just flips the turbo button right here at the 20. And
yeah, just runs hard. Like, you can tell he's not shying away from contact. It's just he runs through so many arm tackles because he's so quick, and the guys just get out of position.
Ryan Chevrolet and Ryan Family Dealerships bringing you those replays on the PSP Network. Here goes Ruziska again. He dances inside to the 5-yard line, and then the stop was made. And the play was made there by big number 59 here, 52 rather, Logan Moore for West Fargo. Brings up a second and goal here for the Magi.
Again, just sticking with what's been working, faking that jet sweep. I mean, at one point we're going to see Conklin here show what he's doing, but the line's just doing a great job of getting a good push up front.
They go to Broderick, dancing like the Saturday night special. He's going to be pushed backwards and a loss on the play for Griffin Broderick. Nice defensive stop again Hoffland, Stewart, Donner, and Leal making the play on the defensive side here for West Fargo.
Yeah, right as I said, how good of a job Magi were at getting that push on the line. The West Fargo guys just make a good stand right there.
Under center, here is Lucas Beater. He's going to turn and fire. Quick one over to the corner, up to Conklin, into his hands, and then out. The coverage was there in the end zone. Incomplete.
Ball's incomplete.
Yeah. You can see there as Conklin's running off the field, he's a little bit frustrated with himself. That West Fargo defender must have got a hand up there just at the right time. That's usually usually a battle that Logan's going to win.
Well, Kellen Burke comes on to attempt the three-pointer here for the Magi. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. Plenty of distance, it's good. And Minot High's got themselves the first points of the ball game. They lead 3-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Off and rolling tonight to the Magic City. Won it by 3.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Prestwich Orthodontics. Free virtual consultations online. We do realize, as I'm saying that, I do realize that we've got an issue with our scoring system. We'll get that fixed for you fans here tonight. We do apologize. Nevertheless, 3-0. Minot High's got the lead here with 5:30 ticking down in the first quarter. 3-0 Magi. By the way, Prestwich Orthodontics, free consultations either online or in person. Enjoy a professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. It's Prestwich Orthodontics bringing you the ball game here tonight.
Good job by the younger Prestwich there on that kickoff coverage too, getting to the ball carrier.
Here come the Packers back out on the offensive side of the football for the second time here tonight. They had one first down that came on a botched snap for a punt, and then the punter Donner ended up running it for a first down. They went 3 and out on the very next series. It's going to be a first down here and a clean one right on Broadway for the rod. Got the first down there. It's Hoffland that goes forward for West Fargo.
Good job by the West Fargo line there, just kind of beating the Magi off the ball there. And run back was able to gain several yards.
Packers going to work with a spread offense here. 1 on the right, 2 on the left from the right hash. Fired across the middle, incomplete as that one fired out for Leal, and Anthony Brown was there on the coverage again for Minot High School.
Yeah, that's several times we've called Anthony Brown's number so far this game already. Just doing a very good job out there. I don't know if they're targeting him or if he just is kind of drawing the tougher assignments or what, but he's done a really good job so far breaking up passes.
Anthony Brown at 5'8", 145 pounds. He's going up against quite a bit bigger kid in Tony Leal at 6'5", 220. That's a mismatch. Handed off here, breaking free. Hoffland over to the far side, but it was Broderick from the linebacker spot that came flying in to make the stop for the Magi.
Good job of guys flying around there. A couple Magi were there right at the ball. That's a good sign too, because when their defense is rolling, it's usually not just one guy at the ball carrier making the tackle. There's usually 2 or 3 of them.
Forgive me, that was actually Landon Bedell that made the stop for the Magi. Packers now with a 3rd down and 14 to go here as they work from back in their own territory. Ball marked at their 29-yard line. Medina looking to fire. Tosses it out here to the edge. It's going to be caught with the football, McGregor, and then he's wrestled down on the play as the stop was made for the Magicians. And coming up was Talon Junt with the play.
Yep, very good job again by the Magi. Almost getting the sack there in the backfield. They made the quarterback hurry up a little bit and not get the ball too far downfield.
Packers go to work on the 4th down. They're going to be forced to punt this football away once again here from inside their own territory. Kellen Burke is the one back to receive here as the lights are on. That's through the legs again. Donner's going to go back after it. Look out, coming in hot pursuit, making the play for the Magi. Michael George, look out.
Yeah, they weren't going to let that happen again of anybody getting away for a first down again. Really good job there breaking down and making the tackle there by Michael George.
Michael George in hot pursuit. Almost took that one down into the end zone. That would have been 2 more points for the Magi. Well, once again, we do apologize on the scoring system. Trying to get that resolved for you fans here tonight. Not exactly sure it was working before the game, and right now it's not. We do apologize. Doesn't matter to Tyson Ruziska. He's just going to dance his way right on in. And Ruziska's got another one. Tyson Ruziska, number 13 on the season.
Good job by Ruziska, just showing that quickness and shiftiness there. Just guys are just not able to line him up.
Burke to attempt the point after. He's got a field goal tonight, and he's got the point after conversion. And the Magi find themselves on top by a score of 10-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Tyson Ruziska into the end zone for the 13th time this year. Kellen Burke with a field goal. Minot High defense coming up huge.
The right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Well, it's a doubleheader night tonight on the PSP Network. Minot High taking on West Fargo here this evening. We've also got Bismarck High taking on Bismarck Century tonight as we're back underway here from the Magic City as Burke towers that one back all the way back through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Planet Pizza live look in tonight. Planet Pizza will deliver during this ball game. 701-852-1700. Try their Blue Buffalo Pizza or just the standard cheese. Either way, if you go extreme or just traditional, Planet Pizza is the best in the business. My favorite pizza all time. I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor of PSP Network. I'm telling you, that stuff is delicious. 701-852-1700. The Planet will deliver to you tonight while you watch this matchup on the PSP Network. Just a beautiful night here tonight in the Magic City. See that sunset over on the west of Minot out near Trestle Valley. It went down about 30 minutes ago, and it's just been beautiful since. Pass is incomplete, fired out to Leal again. But the coverage was there from Anthony Brown. That's not an easy job for somebody that's got just about 8 inches that they're giving up in that man-to-man coverage.
No, that's definitely a size advantage there for Leal, but Anthony Brown has done a very good job of staying right with them, not giving him an inch of space and not allowing them to hook up yet.
Going to work now are the Packers, sitting with a 2nd down and 10, working from inside their own 20-yard line. Medina taking the call here. And the snap, they're going to hand off. Oh, Minot High's defense read that play like a book as Varstad was thrown to the ground after he took the quick handoff. And it brings up a 3rd down of the loss on the play. Brings up a 3rd down, and let's call it 12 to go here for West Fargo.
Yeah, very good job. We got Jones, Broderick, I think a couple more guys were there. I just caught their numbers, but great job of swarming to the football and not allowing anything for the Packers.
West Fargo going to work from inside their own territory. Huge third down play here for them as Medina's going to rush out of the pocket over to the right side. Medina trying to cut towards the edge. He does. He's going to pick up nearly 6 on the play, but it still will be a 4th down and 4 to go from their own territory. As you see what kind of athlete Medina is, as he scrambled out of the pocket as there were some fire breathers in behind him in hot pursuit.
Yeah, that's exactly what Minot High wants to see. They getting him out of the pocket, not let him get comfortable back there, and kind of just running for his life a little bit.
Forced to punt again are the West Fargo Packers. Burke is the one that's back to retrieve here for Minot High. He wears number 3 for the Magi. Specialty teams. It's been a specialty on the year. Pardon the pun there. He's been fantastic for the Maroon and Gold. It's going to be a flag on the play as the play clock got down to 0, and West Fargo, I don't think, got it off in time.
No, I think they're that center just really wants to make sure that he's going to get it to the punter this time, and he kind of lost track of time a little bit there.
5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
Well, it's going to cost the Packers 5 yards. Burke to return here for the Magi still, as Donner's going to have to put the boot on it from inside his own territory. The long snap has been an issue in this ball game so far, not on that play, as it's going to take a West Fargo bounce and a big one all the way down towards the 35-yard line, rolling to the 34. When will it stop? The 33. And the Magi will come back out onto the offense. When we come back, they've got themselves a 10-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 2:17 is what remains here in the first quarter.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust.
While we come back to live action, we do apologize to First Western Bank and Trust. We're doing our best trying to get the scoring problem solved for you fans here tonight. Sometimes things are just out of our control, doing our best trying to make that still happen for you. If you don't know much about PSP Network, we are a pretty small operation here. As Phil Shirek's on color commentary, I'm on the play-by-play call tonight, doing all the tech operating, running a camera, the camera switching, all of it. The executive producer with Owen Patterson on the field running a camera tonight, and Andrew Woodbeck up top with us. So we are doing our best for you. Speaking of doing his best, Tyson Ruziska just seems like every time he runs the football, he finds a way to gain yards.
Yeah, like I said, he's just, he doesn't run away from contact. He's just so quick and shifty that guys just get out of position. They just can't get in a good position to break down and make a hit on him. He's able to get 7 or 8 yards.
Minot High looking for a flag on the play. They're not going to get it. Play clock is down to 10 seconds here for Lucas Beater from the shotgun. Beater's going to hand off again. Ruziska cuts free. Oh, this could be a big one. Ruziska, it is. He's up to the 40-yard line as Ruziska dances through, finding the seam, and it's another first down for the Magi.
Good job of the line right here. You're going to see give him just enough of a hole to run through, and he is just going to explode. One step, and he's at full. Look at how quick he gets out of there.
That speed is something else. He's going to take it to the edge on the right side now, trying to cut free. One defender to beat, and that defender got him on the far side. That was Keaton McGregor that stopped 6 more from going on the board because Ruziska would have been gone.
Yeah, good job there by McGregor just to make the touchdown-saving tackle, but another good run by Ruziska.
Brings up a second down and a short 2 for the Magi from the right hash. This is Broderick. 2 on his back, and Broderick's going to take him with. It will be a first down for the Magicians as Griffin Broderick using that size and power to make his way on through for another Magi first down.
It's almost like a little bit of thunder and lightning mix there. between Broderick and Ruziska, but Broderick did, there's not much drop off, but Tyson is so fast and explosive.
This is Broderick over to the left side, dancing through. Broderick's going to be near the first down marker as Broderick continuing to power his way down the field. Where will they mark the football at? It's going to be a second down and a short half a yard to go here for the first down for the Magi.
Just continuing to control the line of scrimmage and just get after these. Oh, not sure. Looks like it'll be against the Packers.
Hub International Insurance timeout on the field, or no, it is not. It is the end of the first quarter. We do apologize for our scoring issue here tonight to the Magic City. We, again, work on it for you fans at home. 10-0, Minot High's got the lead through one quarter of football. Quarter number 2 comes up next here on the PSP Network.
News. If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool.
Back to game action here as the Magi toss it to the corner of the end zone. It's going to go up into the hands of Caden Kraft, and for the 3rd time this year, Kraft in for the touchdown.
Very good play. There was kind of a late flag thrown here towards the line of scrimmage. We'll see what that is, but what a great play call. They kind of missed Burke on one earlier on a little wheel route there where Conklin kind of clears out, and the defenders would follow him, and the same thing happened there to Kraft. Just looks like they got illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield on the Magicians. 5-yard penalty.
Tough call there for the Magi, but hopefully they'll be able to connect on one of those that counts here. Again, it coming up.
Remains 2nd down.
Handoff up the middle. West Fargo defense comes up big.
Let's go with the carry. Tackle made by Stewart.
Stewart comes up with a stop.
First down.
Minot High's got a first down working from inside the ServPro red zone. ServPro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians and advanced technology at ServPro. Minot from the left hash, 2 wide receivers on the right as Lucas Beater's going to fire a quick hitter off to Ruziska, dancing over the 20, 15, 10. Flag on the play inside the 5, but this one could be coming back as there's a flag back outside the 20-yard line.
There are flags on the play.
It's like this one's going to be called back here as well.
Well, Tyson Ruziska, one of the top running backs inside the entire WDA. It is going to be a holding call on the Magi, so that's going to come all the way back to the 30-yard line.
A 10-yard penalty.
I don't think the Magi fans were too happy about that call by any means. Ruziska, one of the top running backs in the WDA. His bubble screens and quick hitter plays like that have him in the top 10 inside of the receiving numbers in the West as well. Ruziska cuts back, stutter step. He's back up over the 25 as Ruziska barrels his way forward. It's going to bring up a second down at 15 now for the Magi, working on the West Fargo side of the football field.
Yeah, Tyson is just, you know, there's a reason he's not only top 10 in rushing but receiving. Like, he's such a special athlete that anytime you can get him in space, like he's gonna either outrun or make a guy miss or just run somebody over.
10:38 ticks down first half. Minot High up 10-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Fired across the middle, off. It comes here to Kraft. Middle of the field from the left hash over to the sideline, I should say, and it's Kraft that fouled the edge. He's going to be close to that first down marker, but still a yard shy. 3rd down and 1 coming here for the Magi, as Lucas Beater will take the play call from Chauncey Hendershot. Broderick in the backfield, 2 wide receivers on the right side. They go to Broderick. Broderick trying to find the seam. Defense comes up big. The Pack is going to make the stop. Nice defensive play there for West Fargo, as Sam Olsen was the one that quarterbacked that stop for the West Fargo defense.
Yeah, good job of West Fargo there stepping up, their linemen. You can kind of see there, like in that last drive, Minot wasn't letting West Fargo move around, and now, you know, West Fargo was able to get their guys in the position they wanted there, and were able to get the stop.
Handoff coming here. Ruziska cutting down into the end zone for a touchdown. Second to the ball game for Tyson Ruziska. 16-0 Magi.
Good job there. Like, it's almost like you'll see here at the point of attack kind of a little bit later, but there any little space that Tyson is able to get, like he just attacks that and just gets to the house.
Minot High on top, 16-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Can they make it 17 with Kellenberg? They can. Through the uprights, it's good. And the Magi off and rolling here in the first half. The number 2 team in the state of North Dakota showing why they're at the top of the list. 16 rip, make it 17 after Kellenberg puts it through the uprights. Minot High on top.
Right Bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Well, you see the Minot High cheer team doing their part here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium. Cheering the hometown Magi off to a 17-0 lead as we approach the end of our first half in 9 minutes and 53 seconds. Minot High off and roaring here tonight against the West Fargo Packers in a showdown to close out the 2023 campaign at Duane Carlson Stadium. It's going to be a touchback here as that ball goes over the head of West Fargo's number 3, Keaton McGregor, who is looking to return that back here for the Pack. Medina will come out with company and a first down at 10 with the ball back in their own territory. Well, Phil, earlier on, we talked about that Minot High defense and how stingy they have been. While you look at what the Magi D has been able to do on the year, this is a Minot High team that certainly has been tough to contend with. 63 points allowed on the season. 5 shutouts on the year for the Magi. I mean, they have just been the real deal. The number 1 ranked defense in the WDA. That one goes across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended there for Tony Leal. Falls out of play, out of the hands, and it brings up a second down at 10.
Yeah, these Magi defenders are just flying all around. They just seem to be getting better at reading guys and getting back into their positions, dropping back into zones. Right there again, like just out of the reach of the Magi defenders, like almost an interception.
Medina working here from the shotgun. 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. They're going to take a shot downfield. Intended there for Leal, and he's going to be covered again by Brown out the secondary, and it will fall incomplete.
Yeah, good job there on coverage again by the Magi secondary, just not allowing them to find a rhythm at all. Just got to be a little bit demoralizing there each time. I mean, it's 3rd and long, 3rd and long, 3rd and long, and you can really see the confidence on looking at it the other way, the confidence of the Magi defenders growing.
Falling back to pass, waiting, pump fake across the middle. Is that ball going to be caught? No, they're going to say incomplete. Michael George was there on coverage as Leo had it in his hands for just a moment. And forced to punt again are the West Fargo Packers.
Yeah, another good job, this time by a linebacker dropping back and covering the big tight end there. But I mean, Magi have just done a really, really good job.
Donner to punt for the Packers. Burke deep to return.
Donner's going to punt it back. That's Kellen Burke waiting for it here. Another low snap. Donner's going to get this one away. That's going to be taken here by Burke. Burke at the 45, turning the burners on. He's up to the 40, all the way down to the 35-yard line. Flag on the play after Kellen Burke.
35-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Was tattooed on a bounce on the far sideline.
Yeah, if we look at it again, I think Kellen got the better of that poor kid that was that was just standing there. You didn't see Kellen coming. Good job of being able to read that bounce and come up and turn on the, like you said, turn on the jets right away. Like Kellen's another one of those kids, really good athlete, very, very quick, and he can just turn on the speed.
At the 21-yard line.
Personal foul on West Fargo. That's going to bring up a 15-yard penalty. And Minot High is going to get some help there as they're going to go all the way down to the 21-yard line. See Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach of the Magi, pacing like a tiger here on the near sideline as Magi leading this ball game 17-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Handoff, Rusisco. Oh, he fumbled it. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Packers say they do. You don't see that very often.
On the play, recovered by the Packers.
It will be the Packers that recover.
Yeah, just see the replay here. I don't know if he fully got the handoff. Kind of one of those deals where he was looking up, looking for pay dirt a little bit too early before securing the football. Just kind of, fell out of his hands there.
9:23 to play here in the opening half. Minot leads 17-0. First turnover of the ball game here for the Magi. They don't fumble the football very often. They have one there. Now Medina's going to try to fire across over to the far side. Incomplete to gain as Leo was the intended target. Coverage was there, and it brings up a 2nd down and 10 here for the West Fargo Packers.
Yeah, you got bodies flying over, whether it's on the line or in the secondary. Like the Magi are just doing a really good job of not allowing West Fargo to get into any sort of rhythm here. If that can continue, that's gonna make it really, really tough for the Packers.
Medina sets up here from the shotgun. He's got trips on the right, one on the left, and there's flags all over the place on that play.
Flag in the play.
Take another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
False start on the Packers.
It's false start on the Packers.
Remains 2nd down.
Well, a 2nd down and long here. 2nd and 15 with the ball all the way back on West Fargo's 14-yard line. Fired across the middle. That pass is completed into the hands. It goes of McGregor. He falls just shy of the 1st down marker, but a nice play there from Brady Medina.
Yeah, very good connection there. Still good coverage by the Magi. They were just able to connect on that pass there.
8:35 ticks down here in the opening half. 17-0 Minot High on top. Wide receivers on each side. From the left hash, working on a 3rd down and 4 are the Packers. Oh, the Minot High defense is going to come up big as the big dogs in the middle slam the door. Derek Arvet comes in. You see him make the stop as Hoffland had nowhere to go on this play.
Yeah, you'll see the big guy right there. Just stop him, give him a bear hug, then drop his butt and push him back to make sure he wasn't going to fall forward for that 1st down.
Packers are forced to punt once again. Here on the 4th down, they've got 4 to go here still, but they're hemmed so far back in their own territory at their own 25-yard line. And with this potent Minot High offense, they're forced to punt it out over the middle again. It's going to come to Burke. He's going to let that one fall like a grenade on by him. Yeah, Minot High is going to start at their own 30-yard line with a 1st down and 10. Here was 7:39 to tick down in our opening half of football.
Punt is down at the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Phil, I don't want to sound like my grandma too much here tonight, but isn't this just a beautiful night? I'm telling you, you couldn't ask for much more in the Magic City tonight, could you?
No, this is for fall weather. If you're a fan of fall weather, this is what you live for. Hopefully, like you said earlier, hopefully you got a bonfire going, sitting out on the deck or on the back patio with the game on in the background and just enjoying it.
Quick hitter here to Conklin on the near side at the 30. Conklin dances up over the 35 before he falls out of bounds on the near sideline. Conklin on the season, one of the top wide receivers in the WDA, an all-state player on both sides of the football. You see him wrangle that pass here. He's been targeted on the year only 17 times. That's his 18th, or he's made 17 catches, I should say. There goes Ruziska. Oh, he's going to try to dance. Look at him cut back at the 20. Tyson Ruziska, like a game of Xbox, into the end zone, touchdown.
I think we're going to get this one back, though.
Ruziska on the carry. There was a flag in the play.
Wow, what a run that was, nevertheless, from Tyson Ruziska.
Oh, he just missed the cutback, but like you said, like on the Xbox or PlayStation, they're just able to get out of that cut and just run fast. Like, I wonder if he thinks I'm faster than you are while he's running away from everybody or not. But you know, good job here. I missed the point of contact at where all the flags went in, but I mean there was a substantial hole over there on the right side, so maybe that had something to do with it, but got to come back and get the next one.
Well, the Magi offense will go to work again as the second touchdown here in the ballgame that has been called back due to flags in the ballgame. See Beater hand it off. He's going to go down to Broderick, and Broderick goes right up Broadway. He's got a gain on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 8 for the Magi. Here's a Packer down on the field. We'll have an injury timeout on the turf here at First Western Bank Field at Duane Carlson Stadium. We'll come back just a moment. Minot leads 17-0, 7:05 left here in our first half.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Well, we return to Duane Carlson Stadium. Injured Packers up and walking off on his own power. Good to see that. Minot High works with a 3rd down and 8 from the right hash. Lucas Beater's going to fall back to pass. Big shot. Went to Conklin out across the middle. No flag on the play, and you hear the Minot High faithful come alive for that.
Yeah, that one.
Peter's pass intended for Conklin falls in. Brings up 4th down. Kobe Irvin
you
for the Magicians.
Yeah. Well, you just got to get after him the next play.
Chauncey Hendershot having the conversation on the near sideline. I don't think Chauncey was too fond of the no call on that play either, as the Magi are going to be forced to punt for the first time in this ballgame. Kobe Ehrman's going to put the boot on it. It's going to bounce at the 46. Glove there by the Magicians, and the Packers will come out with a first down and 10 from midfield, their best field position here in the first half to start. Well, you see Chauncey Hendershot in year number 4 for Minot High, doing a fantastic job with the Magi. Went 6-4 last year, his best record so far as the bench boss here for Minot High School. Can you imagine 33 years for Jay Gibson? He and Mark Gibson, just two icons inside of North Dakota. Two of the best. A lot of respect for those gentlemen. That pass is going to be caught here on the near side. Out it came for Ramirez. Ramirez is then tracked back down after Anthony Brown went out after him. Broderick finished that up here on the near sideline. Ruziska is going to bounce over the sideline gingerly here. Ruziska is going to go right to Fred Spalding, the athletic trainer here for Minot High School. Oh, you hate to see that on the Minot High sideline.
Yeah, he's getting back up, hopefully walking around. Hopefully it, I think best case scenario here is maybe his leg cramped up or something, but we'll see.
Medina goes out right to the middle. He's going to complete the pass near the first down marker there.
Medina's pass complete to McGregor.
That was McGregor on the reception.
Brings up third down and 3.
5:41 ticks down here in the opening half. 17-0. Minot High's got the advantage on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC.bank, locations in North Dakota and in Arizona. Find them online, bnc.bank. West Fargo puts McGregor into motion. Fake the handoff. No, they do give the handoff. And the Minot High defense comes up again with the stop up the middle. Hofflin had the carry. Minot High's D-Corps wasn't having much of that.
No, again, just good job there. I think that was Giovanni Perez making that stop. But the linemen just keep getting after him.
Giovanni Perez brings up fourth down and 3.
4th and 3. West Fargo's going to go for it. Flag on the play. It's going to be a false start coming here on the offense.
See if that changes up their thinking about going for it here or not.
Once again, we do apologize for the scoring issue on the broadcast here tonight. The email was sent, I promise you, to the company in Florida, and whoever got that email tonight, I don't even apologize. You spend all this money to have that work each and every night. It's working on our Bismarck broadcast, just not here in Minot tonight. We do apologize. Out across the middle, oh, it's going to be close. Burke comes up with the stop. Is it good enough for a first down? It was a completed pass that went into the hands of number 11, Jesse Ramirez. But Burke made the stop in the secondary for the Magi, and it brings up a first down for Minot High School.
Yeah, good job there by Kellen stepping up, making the play, and stopping him short of first down yardage.
Well, the Magi march it back out with Lucas Beater coming back up to take the snap. 67 for 115 on the year. 857 yards through the air for Lucas Beater. 13 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He's had quite a season for Minot High, stepping in here in his senior campaign. Broderick, pinballs, bouncing. Finally gets brought down by the West Fargo Corps. In on the stop there was number 23, Jack Gusek, the tackle leader and linebacker. The senior at 6 foot tall, 180 pounds, 60 tackles on the year coming into tonight's showdown for Gusek.
Good job there, but another tough run by Broderick where, you know, I don't necessarily want to say he's dancing, but when he gets held up, and he just keeps his leg moving. He's a load.
Minot High taking a shot off to Kraft. Does he get it? Oh, my goodness, what a play.
I can't wait to see this one on replay.
Yes, sir. They call it a reception as Caden Kraft might have made the play of the year just now.
That was awesome. Look at this concentration. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, whoa. Look at that.
Wow. Caden Kraft comes up huge for the Magi. That one's good enough for a top 10 on SportsCenter tonight, I'd have to think, Phil.
Yeah, what a awesome play, especially that it went Magi's way, but what a good job. Good concentration there by Caden.
Minot High working now inside the Serve Pro red zone. Hand off to Broderick, and Broderick dances his way forward. Brings up a second down and 6 coming here. Haven't seen Tyson Ruziska back in the ball game yet. He's on the near sideline. He's got ice and tape on the back of the knee here for the Magi.
Brings up second down. And
hopefully he will be all right.
Well, yeah, that'd be not ideal for him to not be able to. Oh, we meant
corner of the end zone.
Nice.
How about that play? Conklin from Beater. Minot High adds 6 more.
Sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Conklin was so wide open right away. I think Beater kind of wasn't expecting it, and I thought the defender was going to get there, but Beater threw it right to the corner, or right to the edge there, and Conklin did a great job of knowing where he was and staying in bounds.
Well, that one was a rocket ship from Kellenberg through the uprights. Minot leads 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Conklin puts it into the end zone after quite a play from the young man, Caden Kraft. Minot's got the lead, 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Packers get the ball back when we return.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit off, 7, pressure, points, yeah!
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
All Minot High early on tonight here in this showdown as Berg takes that one into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Nick Hulberg, Phil Shirek on the call here tonight from the Magic City at Duane Carlson Stadium. This ball game tonight brought to you in part by our friend Mason Kramer at Mason Kramer Photography. Game action shots, senior portraits. One of the best in the business. He really does a fantastic job. You can find him on all social media platforms and at MasonKramerPhotography.com. Mason Kramer, proud supporter of the PSP Network. Want to thank our friends at the Pigskin Preview again this year as they supplied us with some Pigskin previews. Could find those across the state. Great yearbook for North Dakota high school football. Want to thank our friends at Planet Pizza as well. They'll bring you another live look and coming up in just a few moments. That pass out to Ramirez. Ramirez catches it there. He's going to dance up to near the 30-yard line, and it's a first down and 10 here for the Packers.
Brings up second down and 1.
Well, that was probably the first time this half that they've had a little bit of rhythm and able to complete a pass there. So I'm sure they're going to make their adjustments, and Minot will have to make theirs too as well.
I got ahead of myself on that play. It's going to be a second down and 1 as Ramirez didn't just get there. Not quite. Falling back.
Nice. 8th
time this year. Madonna's been sacked, and Brady Larson comes in and slams the door.
Yeah, just as I said, the Packers were able to find some sort of rhythm there. Minot comes with a little bit of wrinkle. They make an adjustment. And they are getting after him.
Hub International Insurance timeout called on the field. Minot High is going to take the chance to call the timeouts. By the way, PSP Network is your home for 3A playoff football coverage. We'll cover the Magi all the way to wherever that may be here in 2023. Here on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit like and follow on the PSP Network social media platforms. Make sure to hit subscribe on the YouTube platform as well. Proud to bring you Minot High football. We're not done this week, however. The single A playoffs will start round number 1 on Saturday, 2 p.m. from Velva. The defending champion Velva Aggies take on Bowman County, the Bulldogs. 2 o'clock game time, 1:30 for the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Former Minot High linebacker Bryce Gutnick and I will have the call of that showdown out in Velva on Saturday afternoon. Single A is always a lot of fun to be a part of as well. Third down here after the sack. Pressure in the pocket, fired out. Will it be completed? Flag on the play. As Brown came up with the stop out there for Minot High School, as that was tossed into the hands on the far side.
There's a flag on the play.
That was Donner that caught the pass, I do believe, over on the far side. Or was it Dylan Nichols, rather? I do apologize.
Pass interference on Minot.
Pass interference on that play.
Yeah.
15-yard penalty.
End of 15-yarder for Minot High. That will give the free first down here to West Fargo. They move the ball up over the 30-yard line, marked at the 33. Medina's going to fall back. Pressure to the pocket. That one fired out and incomplete as it went through the fingertips of Keaton McGregor. 11 touchdowns for McGregor on the year. 817 yards for him on the season. But boy, Minot High has had his number tonight, courtesy of those two gentlemen on your screen, Brown and Logan Conklin here tonight.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. As I probably keep saying, people wonder where I go to these fancy broadcasting schools at. They just haven't been able to, just haven't found a rhythm at all.
Fired out.
You can see him there, like just kind of frustrated, the quarterback there, as he's walking away from getting bumped a little bit, from getting hurried. But as he's walking away, he's just going like, man, everything's off my back foot. Like, I can't step into throws. My timing's off. Like, it's, and that's a combination of the secondary, like covering the guys, and those linemen and linebackers flying around, showing different things, blitzing at times and then dropping back at times, and just having trouble picking that up, but just not being able to get into any sort of comfort.
Third down and 10 here for West Fargo from the left hash, firing. That ball's going to be knocked down, incomplete. And a fourth down coming here with 1:26 remaining in our opening half of football tonight. Minot High on top 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Is this the best Minot High defense that you can recall seeing, Phil?
Oh, man. The competitor in me says, I don't know if I want to say that. But, I mean, in the past, like, several years, this group's going to, they'll match up with all of them. Ooh.
Punted away here by West Fargo. It's going to be picked up here by the Packers all the way back at the Minot High 30-yard line. The Magi will come back out on the offense. Hard to argue with what the Magi defense have been able to do on the season. Saw that graphic a little bit earlier on here tonight. See Anthony Brown on the sideline and DJ Jones, those guys, a couple of the headliners here for Minot High School. Brady Larson coming into the picture there as well, and all West Region selection. Well, Minot High is going to try to take one more shot here with 1:17 left in our first half of football. They've mustered themselves up a 24-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. No Tyson Ruziska ever since midway through the second quarter of play. Broderick will now carry the load. Broderick dancing forward. He's going to be hauled up after a short gain on the play, and there is a flag down on the field. Big thanks to Ryan Chevrolet. They bring you the replays here tonight, Ryan Family Dealerships. Flag's going to be on the Magi. That's going to march them back 10 yards. Fired out here to the near side for Kraft. He's going to dance all the way up over the 35.
Peters pass complete to Kraft.
And Kraft is going to
Forced out of bounds by
gain just about 10 on the play.
Brings up second down.
See what the Magi come back with here. That nice positive yardage there. Very manageable set of downs here now.
Beater flushed out of the pocket, dancing forward till he goes out across the edge, and will be a third down and short. Well, there you see Tyson Ruziska on your screen with Fred Spalding, the athletic trainer from Trinity Sports Medicine. The only good news that I see here is that Fred Spalding's around. You know you're in good hands with Minot High School. I know you don't want to take a stab at probably what that would be, but any thoughts on what you see here, Phil?
No, just something with the hamstring. Hopefully just a little, little strain. Hopefully nothing too bad, or he didn't feel any pops or anything like that. But, we'll see. Let Fred take care of him and hopefully get him back in tip-top shape and be healthy for next week, if not later tonight. Usually, though, I guess when they ice, it's kind of done for the evening.
Well, it's something that I don't even want to bring up, but if you think about Tyson Ruziska's older brother, Hunter Ruziska, who was one of the top running backs in the entire state of North Dakota a few years back on the opening night here at Duane Carlson Stadium. He had a season-ending leg injury that certainly was a sour spot on the season. That ball fair caught all the way back at the 25-yard line after a nice punt there as it was put into the air by Minot High's number 81, Kobe Urban. And the Packers come out here to end our first half with 34 seconds remaining on the clock. They trail 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Injuries are something that you just don't even like to think about by any means.
No, and from way up here, it's hard to diagnose much. So you just kind of hope for the best, and like you mentioned earlier, these kids are in good hands with Fred and the rest of the sports medicine team, and hopefully they'll get back to health.
Handoff here to Hoffland. Dancing forward, he's going to gain just about 3 on the play before the Minot High defensive core came in and made the stop.
Hoffland with the carry.
See if Coach Gibson's going to take a stab at it here, or if he's just going to let it run out.
Well, the clock ticking down to 8, 7, 6, now 5. Will they get the play off here? One more play coming for the Packers. No, they're just going to let the time expire here. And we are through one half of football on the PSP Network tonight. Minot High with a commanding 24-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
At the end of the first half,
Number 2 ranked team of the state off and rolling here tonight. We'll come back with our halftime report. Phil and I will break down the first half numbers for you. We'll also give you a look around the state of North Dakota in 3A football. Halfway home here tonight, Minot High leads 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
All Magi here tonight. They lead 24-0 at the half on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nick Hulberg, Phil Shirek on the call. Welcome into our halftime report here tonight. Brought to you by our good friends at Prairie Coatings. Thank you to them for their continued support to the PSP network and their vision on our vision of what PSP network is and supporting and promoting local athletes across our great state. Big thanks again to Prairie Coatings bringing you our halftime report here tonight as Minot High off to an early lead here in this ball game. But boy, it just seems like they haven't looked back much here tonight. A dominating performance in that first half. Phil, your thoughts overall on the first half of football here tonight?
Yeah, the offense is, hit. I don't know if they're hitting on all the cylinders, but pretty close. And defense are doing what Minot High defense been doing, just getting around the football, making plays.
5 times on the year, the Magi defense has pitched a shutout. That is in the 8 games that they played on the season. A pretty impressive number. What is it about that defense that makes them so tough to compete with and so hard to put points up against?
Well, they vary their looks. Like we said, they've kept the West Fargo off balance there. They're doing a good job of varying their looks, and it's always one or 2 or 3 guys around the football. It's never just one guy in the position to make a play. Like they're being allowed, like they're getting their guys in position to make a play, and the players still have to execute it, and they're doing a very good job of executing.
Next question for you here at the halftime. Is that the best catch you've seen all year? Caden Kraft coming up with quite a highlight here that first half of football, wasn't it?
It is. What a good job of just concentrating and not giving up on it. And, just again, just having the focus to stick with it and just be ready. Like sometimes kids will just kind of give up when it doesn't roll their way and it just bounces and they might have been able to have it, but just being able to stay in the moment and stay with it and just be ready for it basically, and just come down with that play right there. That was pretty cool to see.
Here's the play of the first half. Caden Kraft going up after the football. He had coverage on top of him, double coverage. That was good right there, but there it is. Look what I found.
Pretty awesome.
Nice job for him. There's the play of the first half. Time to take a look at our game reset, brought to you by our friends tonight at BNC Bank. BNC.bank, locations in North Dakota and Arizona. BNC can help you with managing your money. They make it easy. Your life is busy. BNC.bank. Minot High started off with a field goal tonight. 22-yarder from Kellen Burke back in the first quarter. What an asset he is to have back there, knowing that he's good from 40 and in, it seems like clockwork.
Yep. Yeah, anytime you get within you're in the opponent's 30-yard line, knowing that you have a very good chance of coming away with some points, it gives your guys more confidence. It gives the coaches more confidence to call a little bit more aggressive plays to get in the end zone, and it's just a great thing to have in the back of your mind, knowing, if we don't make this third down here, Kellen's going to get us 3 at least.
Well, he did there. Real quick, Planet Pizza Live look in from the capital city, 35-0. The Demons, the number 3 ranked team in the state, all over crosstown rival Century tonight. Todd Domrey's, Chuck Claremont are on the call. That one, by the way. Minot High wasn't done there yet. Minot High had Ruziska on a 5-yard run to make it 9-0. That came at 3:24 remaining in the first quarter. More Magi as the point after was good once again for Burke. Then the Magicians had an 11-yard run as Tyson Ruziska got his second touchdown of the ball game. Burke on the point after. Beater then found Conklin. Burke had the point after. Minot High leads 24-0 at the break. Any corrections that you're going to plan to see Jay Gibson making here for West Fargo at the half?
I think just getting the ball out a little bit earlier. Towards the end there, the play that they were able to connect on, it was just get it, set your back foot, and get the ball out of there. I would bet that they won't try and get necessarily as many guys downfield. Just get the ball out of the backfield and let the guys at least try and make a play on their own.
If you're Chauncey Hendershot and company, do you make any changes for Minot High School?
I think you just keep being aggressive. I don't know if necessarily Minot's played a perfect game. I know it seems like there's been several more penalties than we've seen the past couple games for the Magi. So I'm sure that's going to be a point of emphasis, staying disciplined, like staying within yourself and within the rules, and play a little bit cleaner game in the second half here for them.
Second half coming up in just a moment. First, we want to congratulate our Planet Pizza Player of the Week, Quinn Hafner, Bismarck High quarterback. He was impressive last week. He's this week's Player of the Week. That voting will end tomorrow for the nominees that are on the board. Make sure to head to the PSP Network Facebook page to make your selections for this week's Player of the Week. Got a day off tomorrow, and then Saturday it all begins with round number 1 of Single A coverage live from Velva, North Dakota. I'll be on that call with Bryce Skutnik coming up on Saturday afternoon. Should be a lot of fun from Velva, North Dakota. Well, good news and bad news. What do you want first, Phil?
Let's go with the bad. Let's get the bad news out of the way.
Well, the bad news is the email that I sent the company that does our digital scoring is probably worthy of me going to First Lutheran Church on Sunday, as I always do. The good news is the digital scoring is fixed, and we're ready for our second half of football. Minot High's in maroon, West Fargo's in white. We are underway as Jadrian Small takes that one, and actually, it's going to go off of Jadrian Small. No, it just goes out of bounds over on the far sideline, so that's where that flag comes into play. And the Magi will have a 1st and 10, starting their offense here with some decent field position to start. While we talk about Jay Gibson quite a bit here tonight, we'd be remiss if we didn't. 33 years as the head coach of the West Fargo Packers, a gentleman that one of the more respected coaches in any sport in the entire state. He's got himself 6 state titles, 6 for 7 in the Dakota Bowl. He was there again in 2021. That was the most recent matchup in the Dakota Bowl for the West Fargo Packers. However, they lost to Cheyenne by 2 touchdowns. Jay Gibson, little trivia for you tonight. Any idea where Jay Gibson is originally from?
Bismarck.
Close.
Oh.
Dickinson.
Oh, okay.
1975 graduate of Dickinson High School.
Remains first down.
He was a stud basketball and football player. Any guess on trivia question number 2 on where Jay Gibson attended college?
God, I think there's a Bismarck connection somewhere. Mary?
University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux back in the day. Oh. Lucas Beater on the quarterback keeper. Slides forward for a gain on the play. Brings up a second down coming here for the Magi. Got to tell you, I had a fun conversation with Pete Stenberg on High Baseball earlier on here today. We talked about UND North Dakota last Saturday. He said that he was going to take in a Bison game this week, and he chuckled and said, well, I don't know if that matters to you much. I think you probably saw my joshing of Facebook posts online this last week talking about North Dakota getting the win over North Dakota State. I said, Pete, you've had yours. You got to let us celebrate something once in a while. Handoff up the middle here that's Broderick on the carry. He's going to be swarmed up by a handful of West Fargo Packers. That big defensive line for West Fargo.
Tackle made by Sonic. Brings up third down and 4.
Aiden Sobek was the one that gets the credit, number 12 here for West Fargo. Pete Stenberg playing baseball back at North Dakota State University. It was a rough outing for the Bison on Saturday afternoon. Fighting Hawks got their first win in 2 decades.
Was it really that long for them in that rivalry?
20 years. Handoff here, Broderick breaking free. First down for Griffin Broderick as he hit the edge. He was wrangled up there by Owen Scoville, and Scoville wrapped up the legs. Bonnet High's got the ball at the 49-yard line and a first down and 10 here for Lucas Beater and company.
I like that play to let those big linemen get out and run a little bit, seal the edge for them. That time it was big 64 Joby Reistedt.
Jadrian Small's going to bust free on his first carry of the ball game, and Jadrian Small picks up 8 on the play, brings up a second down and 10. Ball all the way up to the West Fargo 43-yard line. Jadrian Small, somebody that can't be overlooked for the Magi. When you talk about Ruziska and Broderick, those are the 1-2 punch workhorses for the Magi, but Jadrian Small, on his 24 carries that he's had on the season, has gone for 201 yards. He's got lightning quick speed for the Magi. You're going to see a steady dose of him here in the second half as Tyson Ruziska still out of the ballgame. Passed here to the near side. Oh, it's going to be complete for a first down. Kraft got it, and then Kraft was tattooed on the coverage coming from the secondary from Sabic.
Good job there by Caden securing that football because he had to reach up a little bit, and I'm sure he felt a few footsteps there coming after him, but good job, good concentration as we've seen this game so far from him. Way to corral that one in.
Couple highlight reel plays for him here tonight, trying to find the end zone. He did once, but it was called back on a flag on the play. And that's Jadrian Small that worked to his left side. He was gobbled up, and the stop was made from Carter Donner, the defensive tackle. Second down, a loss on the play for the Magi. Brings up a second down and 12. Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network is brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. Minot State University, where 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. It's MSU bringing you quarter number 3 here tonight. Second down and 12 here for the Magi, off to Conklin. Oh, he finds a seam, bust free. Look at Conklin go. He's over the 20 all the way down to the 15. He's going to get some help from Kraft into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Magician.
Wow, what a play there from Logan Conklin. You want to talk about explosive?
Yeah, I like getting him the ball. We didn't get to see a lot of the moves there, but good job. Like, he made two guys miss right away, and then he was able to pick up a couple downfield blocks, and just a fantastic, like, he's been fairly quiet, but he takes a lot of the opposing team's defensive plan, and it's centered around him. Oh.
Minot fakes the point after. They go for two, and they convert. Haven't seen that very often from the Magi here this year.
No, I suppose you might as well show it, know that, so other teams know that you have it, so they're not trying to bull rush Kellen Burke every time he gets back there. So I like that too.
Well, Minot High goes for two. They lead 32-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. All Magi tonight. They open up the second half with the first drive score.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
$32-0 Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. You got to go back in time to look at scores this lopsided in the history. Uh-oh, that one's going to fall to the feet, and then it's picked up here. The run back coming from McGregor. Finally wrestled down all the way over on the far side at just about the 16-yard line. Brings up a first down and 10 as the Packers come to the offense here in the second half.
There's a flag on the play.
There is a flag out on the play. Well, there you see Jerry Danielson on your screen, Minot High longtime coach. Now Mike Anderson, the head referee.
Says, just kidding. Or whoops.
What do you think about when I say Jerry Danielson?
Okay, so as a player, poor guy had to coach our group in junior high and then had us in high school. I loved playing for Coach Danielson. But I was always a kid, like, if you yelled at me, like, I got that you think I can do it better. But his passion for the game, like, you have to look pretty hard to find somebody that has as much passion for football as Coach Danielson does. Then as a coach, like, I learned a lot of stuff from him too. He's not only going to get after you, but he knows the game of football really well. So I have a lot of respect for Coach Danielson as a football coach for sure.
I just remember 10th grade Fayette. He used to make me do a few extra push-ups time and time again, I think, if I remember right. That pass was completed to Tony Leal, just shy of the first down marker. Anthony Brown had the stop. Back to pass, Medina falling, firing. It's completed here to the near sideline and then wrestled out of bounds after that pass goes into the hands of big number 83, Sam Olsen.
Another big target for the Packers there.
Tonight's ball game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Roger Ward Moving and Storage can help you with your moving and storage needs. They've been around since 1942 in the Magic City. That's a long time. Roger Ward Moving and Storage and their brother company, Jobbers Moving and Storage, proud to bring you 3A football tonight on the PSP Network. 15-yard penalty on the Magi on the late hit here on the near sideline. Gives the Packers field position with a first down and 10. Oh, that one's going to be off the head of the intended target, Keaton McGregor. Incomplete. It falls Brings up a second down and 10.
Looks like Medina thought that McGregor was going to turn to his left, and McGregor turned to his right a little bit there and almost bounced up into the hands of Conklin.
Minot High with a dominating performance again here tonight. 32-0 they lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That QRF and those rankings of where the teams will fall into place come tournament time and playoff time, I should say. Minot High will pretty much wrap up that number 2 spot in the QRF. Second time tonight. Quarterback is going to be sacked as the Minot High defense comes in strong.
Medina sacked in the backfield by Huber.
Dylan Huber, the defensive lineman, 6'4", 240. That's the thing about that Minot High defensive line. Not only are they big, but they're quick as well with DJ Jones, Bedell, Huber, and Wood on that defensive line for Minot High School.
Yeah, back there, like Bedell was able to get in the backfield right away, disrupt the timing, and Huber was right there to clean it up.
Oh, 2 went on the left, 2 went on the right. The ball stayed under center, and that's going to be a flag coming here on the false start on the West Fargo Packers.
Yeah, it never looks good when you kind of looks like the center forgot to snap it, but well, I can say too that 5 seconds earlier in the huddle, I would call what the play was going to be on, and then I would jump on the first HUD or something when it was supposed to be on 2. So stuff like that happens. Oh,
well, there's movement again as there's laundry all over on the football field. Packers right now sit on a 3rd down and a long 19, and they're going to be marched back 5 more yards here as this nightmare of a trip to the Magic City here for Jay Gibson and company continues to get worse.
Yeah, the 2 in a row is always a little frustrating, though. That one always stings more than the first, that's for sure.
Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics. Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Free consultations online or in person. Nice pass there as it's completed out into the flat. Keaton McGregor went up after it. Towers it down. That was a bomb, but it will be a 4th down or a 3rd down. It will be a 4th down and still 5 to go after the penalty-ridden plays here for the Packers.
Yeah, that time Conklin looked like he was being a little bit cautious there right away when that ball left his hand, and I saw Conklin break. I thought he was going to have a chance for a pick there, but played it safe and still kind of 4th and mid-yardage here.
Fired across the middle. Incomplete is the call on the field as that one was tossed out to Jesse Ramirez. Minot High is going to get the ball back on the turnover on downs.
Good job there by Kellen Burke to put enough pressure on the receiver and not let him catch it.
Well, join us once again here on the PSP Network for full coverage of North Dakota High School football playoffs. We'll follow the Magi as deep as they go here on the PSP Network, either with video or digital radio coverage. Single A football starting Saturday, round number 1, the Velva Aggies. We're going to follow them as well all the way to the Fargo Dome if they make it back again for another year under the new direction of Matt Weidler, replacing Larry Sandy after a 30-year career. Run to the outside, and the tackle is made as pushed out of bounds. Jadrian Small got knocked off on the play there by number 10. Lance Williams coming up with a nice stop. Make that number 11, rather. I apologize. Jesse Ramirez making the stop. It was number 10. Lance Williams.
Got to get that one right because that was a pretty good job of coming up and laying a pretty good lick there on Small.
Danielson in to take the snaps now here for Minot High. The quarterback position is Jadrian Small. Dances over the 45. Picks up yardage here, brings up a 3rd down coming, and still 4 to go.
Tackle made by
32-0. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 2:37 ticking down here in regulation. Stick around tonight for our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show coming your way immediately after the ball game tonight. We'll have some awards to hand out, including our move of the game here tonight. Brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, and also our MVP brought to you by Sport Clips. Minot High puts a man into motion. They go back to Jadrian Small, and Small's going to be wrapped up right off the line. And making the play, the big man here for West Fargo is Tony Leal on the defensive side, shutting the door. Went to Shots Crossroads the other day, by the way, Phil. They were out of banana cream pie.
Oh, no.
Oh, no is right. You know how good that is when they're out of banana cream pie. Either that or the people that watch these Minot High broadcasts know that I'm not lying about it when I tell you it's borderline world famous in my mind.
Or worthy of being world famous for sure. Oh,
that's right.
Did a touch.
Kobe Ehrman kicks that one away. Ball's on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? Minot High pointing their direction. We'll wait for the call coming here.
We'll see what happens here. There's a flag on the play. He called for a fair catch. Kind of looked to me like...
Oh, the two Packers ran into each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure if... And it didn't look like the Magi, like the gunner there pushed him into him. I'm not sure what... We'll see what happens here. And or who knows, maybe it was against the Packers.
Well, they continue to have that conversation, waiting on Mike Anderson's official call coming here. We watch it one more time on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Definitely didn't push the Packer into the other Packer. And
yeah, that flag came in. To me, that's Minot High football. Well, they continue to have that conversation. Here's the call coming from Mike Anderson. There's a penalty on West Fargo. Minot High is going to get the football.
There's a fumble on the return recovered by the Magicians. It'll be 1st and 10.
I was so intent on watching where the main focus of the play is, with the receiver trying to catch the football and his own teammate running into him. I didn't see where the penalty was there.
Danielson works from the shotgun. Minot High starting off with the Serve Pro red zone. Trying to add to a 32-0 lead. Jadrian Small goes into motion here. Quick hitter to him over on the far side. Oh, it was in the hands and then out as it falls incomplete. Brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Danielson's pass intended for
what a difference a week makes, Phil. Last week sitting up here in this booth with you, I was about freezing cold, and tonight for the first time here this evening, I'm putting the old North Face jacket on here. Just a beautiful night at the Magic City tonight. Couldn't ask for much more for Mother Nature providing us beautiful weather for this 3A football matchup.
Yeah, it is. You are not going to get too many October 19th days like this, that's for sure.
Kellen Burke finds a seam, hits the edge, dances in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Magicians.
3rd touchdown of the year for Kellen Burke.
See that line, that big number 67 coming around the end, and Kellen's pretty quick too. So you get guys, linemen pulling and looking for guys to block and not seeing anybody because everybody else is doing their job. Kellen will take that to the house quite a few times.
Not very often do you see a guy run a touchdown in and then kick the point after. But that's what Kellen Burke does here, and the Magi have extended the lead 39-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, and we have officially reached run time on a Thursday night. Number 2 ranked team in North Dakota, Minot High School, really flexing some muscle here in the second half.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
$39-0, Minot High on top on the carry off the ensuing kickoff with a nice run back up over the 30-yard line was number 24.
Tackle made by Caden Henderson.
That's Owen Scoville. Scoville.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that one come back a little bit. It looked like there's a reason that the Packers got a nice run back like that. It looks like there's a little bit of holding on number 45, Noah Bledsoe there.
Holding on the Packers. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Packers.
It's been a rough night tonight for West Fargo without question.
They have. It is. It's just they have not been able to. I don't know how many times in a game I can say rhythm, but they just haven't had any sort of a rhythm tonight at all. Like just can't find any sustained drives, and give the Magi defense a lot of credit for that too.
Handoff and pushing to the outside, hitting the edge is Hoffland. He's going to be wrangled up there as he's knocked out of bounds by the Magi. Defense brings up a
knocked out of bounds by Brown and Brooks.
Brings the end of the third quarter to us. Time for quarter number 4 coming up next. Minot High leading 39-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 1 quarter to play.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
The iconic M at Minot High School's Duane Carlson Stadium, overlooking a 39-0 ball game that favors the hometown Minot High Magicians over the West Fargo Packers. We talked about it earlier on. We start the 4th quarter now, by the way, with the Packers in white, Minot High in maroon. Medina, quick hitter, fires it out, and it's caught by Tony Leal. Wrangled up by Brown in the secondary, and it brings up a 1st down and 10 here for West Fargo. You go back in time and look at the matchups between these two football teams. Last year when Minot High and West Fargo got together, it was the Magicians 24-10 on the winning side. 2021, it was a 24-7 ball game favoring West Fargo. In 2018, Minot High had a win at 6-0. They didn't play between 21 and 2018, but Minot High won with a shutout 6-0 victory. 2017, it was the Pack that won 36-20 by 16. That pass is going to be tossed down here to the near side, incomplete.
Craft on the coverage.
Good coverage there. Just, and you got to give West Fargo credit there too. Like it was a nice ball, nice throw, nice way to reel it in, but just a little bit too far towards the sidelines and couldn't bring it in bounds.
Packers go to work here on the 2nd down and 10. Oh. Another false start coming here on the offense. Some sort of miscommunication there, without a doubt, between centerman and the wideouts on each side. That's the 3rd time here in the second half that we've seen that same play result to the same penalty on the play.
Yeah, something there is getting a little bit kind of lost in translation or something, but
well, the Packers will take a timeout here. Jay Gibson wants to talk things over with his crew. They trail 39-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot up big here in this showdown tonight.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
I wasn't really thinking about the shots, honestly. It's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagle staff, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line, good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
yes, and now
Fired across the middle. Anthony Brown's going to intercept it. Brown's going to try to take it to the house. Pick 6. Anthony Brown takes it in. That matchup all night has been a doozy, and Brown gets the better of the big number 81, Tony Leal, that time, and it's worth 6 more.
what a great job here as we'll see from Anthony Brown coming up. But what a good read, able to step in front of that pass in front of the West Fargo receiver there, and he's pretty quick too.
45-0. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, did you see it like this tonight coming to Duane Carlson Stadium?
I didn't. I thought this would be a little bit closer of a football game here, but man, you gotta. I think last week it was the offensive line that extremely dominated. Now it's just all defense.
Well, we talked about Minot High's big defense coming into tonight's showdown. Boy, they have not disappointed here tonight. 46-0. They lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Credit Minot High's defense for being stellar again here tonight to this showdown. We're going to keep it right here inside of Duane Carlson Stadium. Talked about that defense, Phil, coming into tonight's showdown. They've only given up 63 total points on the year. That's through 8 games of football. That's an average of 7 points per night. 5 shutouts on the year. And you look at where they're at right now with a 46-0 advantage over West Fargo here this evening.
It's just very dominating right there.
Pretty bonkers. 9:19 to play here in regulation as time's going to tick down over the 35-point barrier here tonight, so we are in run clock. See if we can get a live look in from the capital city here tonight. Brought to you by Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza open for a lunch buffet tomorrow. Stop into the Planet. 11 to 2 for that lunch buffet. What a value that is, by the way. Delicious stuff at Planet Pizza. 35-6. Bismarck High all over Century tonight as top teams in the West region, Minot and Bismarck, showing why they're at the top of the list inside of 3A football. Well, for Minot High right now, looking to ride high into the postseason. home field advantage next week if they could stay at the top of the QRF going into the postseason. We'll look at that QRF right now. There's a timeout on the field, by the way. Timeout, I believe, was taken by Minot High School. Shanley at 1, Minot at 2. Cheyenne at number 3. Cheyenne was 7 points back of Minot High, or 6.5 points back from Minot High, if I'm seeing that right. Pretty small on my screen here. Nevertheless, Minot High should have enough in the QRF after tonight to stay in front of Cheyenne no matter what happens in their ball game here against Mandan.
Yeah, I would think so. I think Minot, I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what all goes into it, but if they have things like defense and, time of possession and things like that, that'll really work into Minot's favor.
Passed out to the near side. Here's a big play for the Packers. That ball's going to be caught by Versted, and he's going to be wrangled up as he crosses over the 30-yard line.
Nichols pass complete to
it's a first down and 10 here for West Fargo.
Tackle made by Mason.
Yeah, I like that play call if you're a West Fargo fan. We mentioned they've thrown a couple quick passes here and just kind of let the kids get out and run a little bit. And that time it was good blocking downfield by his teammates there for him. So nice positive yardage play for the Packers.
Medina's going to fall back, fire it over. That pass is tossed out. Incomplete. Coverage was there in the secondary by Caden Henderson. And Henderson shuts the door, brings up a second down and 10 here for West Fargo. Well, on the other side, when we talk about that QRF, Phil, on the other side of it, got West Fargo currently sitting at number 8 in the QRF standings. They needed something big here tonight to make sure that they were able to continue on. Here it is right here. Yes, that QRF had West Fargo at number 8 coming into tonight. St. Mary's and Shanley play here this evening. St. Mary's wasn't far behind. Williston's season's already complete. That pass fired across the middle. West Fargo on the move here as they gain some yards. Will it be enough for a first down? It will be, as Ramirez had the catch and the first down. Markers will move. A lot will take place, and we'll find out a lot more once the new QRF numbers are compiled and released. But West Fargo with a 2-point lead in the QRF rankings over St. Mary's. Shanley was at St. Mary's tonight. Shanley's got the number 1 spot in the EDC wrapped up. Ranked number 1, quick hitter to the far side, into the hands and then out, incomplete. Brings up a second down and 10.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, happens between West Fargo and St. Mary's and how that Shanley St. Mary's game is going. That is one of those deals where West Fargo could be edged out by St. Mary's if they're able to keep it within a couple touchdowns and hold, have decent game against them.
Another interception here as that ball's going to be fired out across the middle. And the Magi are going to come up with a defensive stop. Riley Benefield has the INT for the Magicians.
Good job. Just watch here. You can see he's just reading the quarterback's eyes and is able to trust his instincts and all the things they work on during the week and jump that pass and come up with the INT.
All Magi here tonight on both sides of the football, and you see another big one there for the Maroon and Gold. Minot High's offense comes back on with 6:33 to play here in the ball game. Not an easy choice again tonight for our MVP of this contest.
No, it's been a very good, solid team effort. Just a lot of guys getting some playing time and stepping up when they're asked to, but a lot of good, solid performances here tonight.
Timeout for the Magicians. We'll take a step aside as well. Hub International Insurance brings you this timeout. Contact Josh Cateller, Michael Borman today, 355-3100 for all your personal and business insurance needs. It's Hub International.
worries about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Magi offense goes to work here as we're down to the final portions of this ball game. The handoff was there for the Magi's Albertson. Oh, we do apologize. Fumbled the football a bit, picked it back up. There's going to be a loss on the play, and it brings up second down here for Minot High in about 12. 46-0, Magi are on top. Will this be the year for Minot High School? Under Chauncey Hendershot's direction in the last 4 years, or last 3 years, Chauncey's teams have not been able to make it out of that opening round of the playoffs. Got a pretty good shot this year. They'll have home field advantage as it seems. Seems like they've got the team to do it. Handoff's going to come here. And on the run for the Magi into the ball game, Wendell Johnson. Johnson was wrangled up on the play, and the stop came from big number 84 here for West Fargo. That's Michael Schell. Anything can happen in the postseason. That's what makes sports so special. But in your mind, is there an Achilles heel right now for Minot High School as they approach week number 10, which is a one-and-done scenario from this point forward?
Well, you know, we haven't seen Tyson come back into the game. That could be pretty big for next week. I don't know if I'm very, very impressed with the way their defense has been. Like, they look pretty tough. If they're able to come up with a solid game plan and putting the kids in a good position and execute, they're going to be pretty tough.
Sean Small had the run. He had a touchdown last week. Goes backwards on that play, brings up a fourth down. 14 to go here for Minot High. The ball marked at the 46-yard line of West Fargo. Had a fun talk with Andrew Goodmanson today, the Minot High quarterback for the early 2000s, graduating in 2005. Talked about playoff football and some of the memories that he had from playing for Minot High back at that time. This ball's going to be towered back. Nice punt all the way back to the 2-yard line. On his horse, tried to gallop forward with it was number 33 on the return. That's Isaac Blotsky, and Blotsky's going to be wrangled up. There's Minot High's defense, and the Bullets came in to make the stop.
Yeah, that's one of those things you got. It's just one of those games. I think kind of you're going to look back on it if you're Coach Gibson, like that. You know, anytime you're down there at the 2-yard line, I think you kind of just let it bounce and kind of see where it goes. He did a good job of holding on to the football, at least for the Packers, but that's just kind of the way it's gone for them tonight.
First down and 10 here for West Fargo. Back to that conversation with Andrew Goodmanson earlier on here today. It's always interesting talking to former athletes and guys that played and had some big-time roles. That pass is going to be fired out. Nice completion there as it goes into the hands over on the far side.
Pass complete to Ritudo.
I didn't get a number. I do apologize.
Play results in a Packer.
It's a first down for West Fargo. It's always interesting, though, how guys like you that played that quarterback role, or maybe an Andrew Goodmanson like I talked to today about his time and his memories of playing for Minot High and playoff time, all the way down to the minutes on the clock and the way that those plays made their way through and stick in the memory banks. You've been on winning sides of teams, Phil. Been on losing sides of teams, of course, as well. Which memories stick out more to you, the ones that resulted in titles or the ones that resulted in losses in those situations?
Well, I can probably tell you more about certain plays maybe from losses and stuff, but, you know, there's a lot of things that stick out on each side. One of them, I guess, from a loss perspective, coming against West Fargo in that state championship game.
Nice play to the outside there as that ball's going to be passed out. Glant is the one that makes the catch. And the change move again here for West Fargo all the way up near midfield over the 45 up to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and then like you said, one of those losses came against West Fargo, but man, I was that's one of them. Like I didn't have a great game necessarily. Like I remember I lost a fumble. Maybe it wasn't my best all-time game, but I walked out of there and I could just that feeling I had of giving absolutely everything, and it was just a tough football game where I was just beat up afterwards, and like it obviously didn't go our way, but that's like, that's one of them deals where like we just got beat. Like they were really good. 24-14 game. Like I think a lot of people thought they were going to run away with it because they were just really solid, but you still, and you remember certain plays and things that happened throughout the game. Like we marched down the first drive of the game. Danny caught a touchdown, Dan Roberts, and everybody, I remember their sidelines thinking, uh-oh, like their eyes kind of got bigger, and then they obviously made some adjustments. We made adjustments, but that was obviously would have been even better if we would have won the game, but it's one of those where you just, like, we played a football game that day, man.
Back in 1999, 24-14. Those memories that stick with you for a lifetime. West Fargo's on the move here, trying to put some points on the board with under a minute to play here in the ballgame. Medina's going to fall back to pass across the middle, into the hands. It's complete and a touchdown. Sam Glant's the one that receives it. And the Packers are on the board late in the ballgame. Good for West Fargo and some confidence heading into next week.
Yeah, I think you can, looking down at some of the players on the Minot High sideline, you might wonder, like, why are they seem a little frustrated about that? Oh, it's not a big deal. Like, I think those kids really wanted that 0 up on that scoreboard there.
14 seconds now remains here in the ball game. They're going to go for 2. Fired across, and that 2-point conversion will be good as it goes into the hands of number 7, Jacob Scholen. 46-8, Minot High on top on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kickoff to end this ball game here with 8 seconds remaining. Then we'll go right into our planning team financial advisors at Shots Crossroads post-game show. We'll have our move of the game coming your way here tonight. We'll also have our MVP of the showdown tonight as well. Tough choice every time that we have high school football on the air, no question about that. You can tweet at us at Network PSP. Let us know who you think deserves that award here tonight. I've got an idea that I think would be pretty good, and tonight's showdown with West Fargo and Minot High School was the offensive line that got it last week for Minot High against Williston. That defensive line would certainly be up for that again here tonight. Conklin with a touchdown, Rosiska with a pair here tonight. We'll give you the full scoring recap of this ball game. Jadrian Small's got it. Small's going to hit the edge. Small trying to bust free. Down to 3 seconds. Minot High is going to improve to a record on the year of 8-1 overall. West Fargo is going to drop to 2-7 as the Magi get back-to-back wins against West Fargo in 2023 and last year. Biggest win that we can come up with here for Minot High against the West Fargo Packers in matchup number 22 all-time between these two schools. Well, victory formation, I would assume, is coming here for Minot High. As Cash Danielson will go under center. Stick around for the planning team financial and Shots Crossroads postgame show tonight. There's the knee. The teams will meet at midfield. Phil and I will break this one down when we come back to Duane Carlson Stadium. All Magi tonight. Packers put 8 up for the final 30 seconds. But it was West Region dominance tonight to this showdown. Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up next here on the PSP Network. Hope you stick around for it.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Name it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted, relaxed.
I wasn't really thinking about the shots.
Across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Schatz Crossroads.
If you're just joining us, you're reading it right. 46-8 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Minot High over the West Fargo Packers here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors at Schatz Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial at Schatz Crossroads. Bring you the post-game here tonight on the PSP Network. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Find them online, planningteam.com. They're helping clients work toward financial freedom. At Schatz Crossroads, your post-game headquarters, you can order online at schatzcrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Home to the delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. They were out of banana cream pie just the other day, Phil, because it's so good. I'm telling you, I was heartbroken, but the meal was still great. Schatz Crossroads brings you the post-game here tonight. Overall, your thoughts on this ball game? Another dominating performance for Minot High School.
Yeah, exactly. Just another great performance, like exactly the type of outing you want to have before the week before the playoffs get rolling, and a lot of positives going forward for them.
If you're Jay Gibson, what are the positives that you can take out of this? It's kind of hard to find some in a 46-8 loss, I would have to assume here tonight.
Yeah, I think the one thing is you really build off of that last touchdown they were able to sneak in there at the end. I think you start with that and just keep building off that as much as you can, I guess. Other than that, yeah, it was a pretty tough game for the Packers there, just based on how tough the Magi were tonight.
Minot High stout again on the defensive side of the football. They were good on the offensive side. Special teams big again here tonight.
Held up.
Take a look at this game reset here this evening, and we saw plenty of action starting with that Caden Kraft play right there. Wow, that was something special, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a great job of just concentrating, sticking with it, putting yourself and sticking with it enough to be in a position to catch it off the bounce.
One big question mark after tonight, Tyson Ruziska. You see him on a run here, but he was injured in the ball game after he scored 2 touchdowns. That happened back in the second quarter. We didn't see him back. Griffin Bodrick still had a great game here tonight, but that will be a real X factor heading into the playoffs if Tyson Ruziska is not at 100%.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see at the same, hopefully it was just a little bit more precaution based on how the game was at that point, or the score that was at that point in the game, and nothing with the severity of the injury at all.
Hopefully everything's all right there with Tyson Ruziska. Busy night tonight, though, with the officials and some of the calls on the field. Is in this highlight package, you see some of those highlights here tonight. There's a few on Minot High, something that Chauncey Hendershot will certainly look to get cleaned up here before.
Yep, not necessarily a perfect game by the Magi tonight. One of those things was all the penalties, and just something to work on and something to kind of keep them a little bit humble through the week and not let them get, too much of a roller coaster of the highs of the roller coaster, and keep them steady and just let them know there's still things they can work on and improve.
See big Derek Aravet making a play there. Aravet certainly a special player for Minot High. That whole defense has been good on the season. Here's Conklin. Watch this play right here that follows this one up if it's the correct one in order. Logan Conklin was only hit a few times here tonight, but boy, when he was a difference maker. You see Tyson Ruziska take that one all the way to the house. The call on that was something along the lines of, it's almost like playing Xbox, the way that he's able to find those seams and make those plays. That play was called back. Minot High took a shot a few moments later. Conklin wanted the interference. He didn't get it. They finally find him here to the end zone for the touchdown. Some of the highlights from tonight that you see here on the PSP Network. 46-8 is the final score. Minot High with the victory tonight over the West Fargo Packers. Time for our move of the game here tonight. The move of the game brought to you by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. Jobbers brings you tonight's move of the game. Locations of Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Not often you get one that's not a gigantic sack maybe or a play that results in a touchdown, but to me this certainly was our move of the game here tonight as you watch Caden Kraft go up after this football in double coverage and find a way to pull that in.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Just a great job of concentrating and sticking with it, and that's pretty cool.
Move of the game, again, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. One more look at that. Move of the game tonight brought to you by Jobbers. Again, Caden Kraft with excellent concentration and not giving up on the play more than anything probably. Hey, Phil?
Yep. Yeah, that's a tough one. With the guy laying on top of you, just snags it right there.
Congratulations, Caden Kraft. He's got our move of the game here tonight, brought to you once again by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Locations of Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Jobbers can be found online, jobberswarehouse.com. MVP of the showdown here tonight. Man, these are not easy to pick, are they? Especially on a night like tonight where Minot High puts up 48 more points on the board. Excuse me there. Got a cold right in time for playoff time. Don't you love that, Phil?
Yeah.
Not easy to pick these. However, tonight, Anthony Brown, to me, with his one-on-one coverage and his assignment against Tony Leal, the 6'5", 220-pounder that had 558 yards coming into the game tonight, win against Anthony Brown at 5'8", 145. And the senior corner not only shut him down in a big way here tonight, keeping him off the scoreboard, but he also had a pick six and took one back for 6 of his own here tonight. Anthony Brown's my pick. Any argument there?
No, absolutely not. We talked about it right away, like how the Magi defense was just not able to not let the Packers get anything going, and a big part of that was Anthony Brown like breaking up passes, and then like you said, like to give up 75 pounds and 9 inches on a guy, like that's pretty impressive that he was able to be there, and a big part of that was he was sitting in his pocket all night, and then he did. He finally stepped up and he got one, stepped in front of a pass, got one, and was able to show off that he's got some pretty good speed as well and take it to the house.
Well, it was a fun one here tonight for Anthony Brown and company. He's our MVP. Brought to you by Sport Clips. Sign in with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips. It's quick, it's convenient. They do a fantastic job. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. Sport Clips brings you tonight's MVP, Anthony Brown. Phil, your closing thoughts on this ball game here tonight?
No, it was kind of surprised a little bit maybe about how lopsided the score was, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Magi tonight. They came out right away from the get-go. They got after them. Their defense was just swarming, and their offensive weapons were able to find some space. Give credit to the linemen for allowing them to do that, and man, what a week a lot of stuff, good positive things to build off of and get even more confident for as they head into the playoffs.
Those playoffs will be found right here on the PSP Network, your home for 3A playoff coverage. Our Bismarck crew will be on the air. We'll be on the air as well right here in the Magic City. We'll follow the Magi as deep as they go in the postseason here in 2023. Hope you follow along with us on the PSP Network. You could make sure to stay up to date with everything happening on the PSP Network by liking and following us on all social media platforms. Should subscribe on that YouTube channel as well. Velva and Bowman County take the spotlight on Saturday. Bryce Gutnick and I will have the call of that one. It's the opening round of the Single A playoffs coming your way. On Saturday, Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show starts at 1:30. We'll have the call on the air at 2 p.m. That's it for the rest of the week. Tomorrow will be a day off to rest and recover, and then we'll get set for playoff football. Now it gets real fun, my friend. Really looking forward to it. Appreciate your time, as always, here tonight, Phil. Fantastic job, and great spending a Thursday night with you here for some high school ball.
A lot of good football we were able to watch, a little lopsided, and hopefully it continues for the Magi.
Sure appreciate you, my friend, once again. Appreciate all those sponsors as well, including Planning Team Financial and Shots Crossroads. They bring you the post game tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors. We found online, planningteam.com. Whether you're planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you along the way. And Shots Crossroads, they're open right now. Hope you head on over. Try that banana cream pie. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Minot rules 46-8 over West Fargo. The regular season is now complete. It's time to head to the postseason. We'll be waiting for you there. Looking forward to it. Until then, it's Saturday's ball game on the PSP Network. Hope you have a great weekend. Have a good night. Have a good night, and God bless.
We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Drop it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a Fuel Tracker card from any of our C-Store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the Fuel Tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Schatz Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Schatz Crossroads.